Hello, fáilte go clár a hocht. The theme for this programme is jobs and work. We look at ways of asking and answering questions about what people do to make a living. Let's begin with some people telling us where they work. The key word here is obair, work, obair. Tá mis go obair?
Slán. Tá mé gobar an Austin.
Tá mé gobar a shoppa. Tá mé gobar an olwaragu.
Tá má gobar station petrol.
The English word in has two Irish equivalents, and in. If the noun begins with a consonant, you use I. A shoppa, in a shop, a shoppa. But if the noun begins with a vowel, you use in. In Austin, in a hotel, in Austin. You look at the examples again while I make my way to the Gardaí.
Slán. Tá mé gobar an Austin.
Tá mé gobar a shoppa. Tá mé gobar an olwaragu.
Tá má gobar station petrol.
Tá má gobar. I'm working. Tá má gobar. In Olwaragu, in a supermarket, in Olwaragu. A shoppa, in a shop, a shoppa.
We look now at some other places of work. The Irish word for restaurant is bíolan. If you were working in a restaurant, you'd say tá mé gobar a míolan. Bíolan, restaurant, but a míolan, in a restaurant. This is another example of the oru that we came across in Programme 6. The workbook will give you more details of when the little word causes this to occur. Gari, but ngari.
Tá mé gobar a deacht taifne.
Tá má gobar an ngáraiste.
Did you notice the eclipses in each case? Teach taverne, pub, but a deach taverne, in a pub. Gariste, garage, ngariste, in a garage.
Tá mé gobar a deacht taifne.
Tá má gobar an ngáraiste.
Tá má gobar an ngáraiste. I work in a garage. Tá má gobar an ngáraiste. Tá má gobar a deacht taverne. I work in a pub. Tá má gobar a deacht taverne.
Let's look at the results of this survey. The question is, Quiltu Gobar, where are you working? Quiltu Gobar. How many people are working in an office? Tá mé gobar an office. Look out for the abbreviated answer. Tá mé gobar is often dropped and people simply say in office, in an office, or is shoppa, in a shop.
Go Mileskiel, Quiltu Gobar, Tá mé gobar an office. Quiltu Gobar,
It's calling me dóid.
Tá mé gobar an office in my farstu.
Let's look at those examples again.
Quiltu Gobar, Tá mé gobar an office.
It's calling me dóid.
Go Mileskiel, Quiltu Gobar,
Cawaltu gobar. Where do you work? Cawaltu gobar. Tá má gobar an office. I work in an office. Tá má gobar an office. A scál, in a school. A scál.
Quiltu Gobar, where do you work? Quiltu Gobar. Obair is also an issue in An Ballamore these days.
Quiltu gal?
Gajin
A ríis.
Tá má neamhí se.
A léhead a aistear.
Connie Matort. Sean Hammond. Called to a goer. A meal on. Filar. A meal on. Waiat vid ashtor. Why Yomsa they master. Would I like to be an actor? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Well, Tuzza, a canchliomsa. When I want to a canchliomsa. Kisa. Klish will do canch. Each a hara taniro. Okay, squaw. The shut off log. Let's move it out.
Louise,
Sure.
Cahé De Niro.
De Niro? Nellisagum. Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. Well, a fashion a gart.
De Niro?
Ní hé. Shane Hammond.
Sean is going for an audition and is a bit anxious about it. Tá mé nervishach. I'm nervous. Deirdre isn't a bit sympathetic. A léad Asher, some actor. And her father is having doubts about Sean's stability. Well, a fashion a gart. Is that fella all right?
Call to gal.
Gajin Yesus.
A reach.
Tamanyavisha.
A léad Asher.
Connie Matort. Sean Hammond. Called to a goer. A meal on. Filar. A meal on. Waiat vid ashtor. Why Yomsa they master. Would I like to be an actor? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Well, Tuzza, a canchliomsa. When I want to a canchliomsa. Kisa. Klish will do a canch. Each a hara taniro. Okay, squaw. The shut off log. Let's move it out.
Louise,
Sure.
Cahé De Niro.
De Niro? Nellisagum. Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. Well, a fashion a gart.
De Niro?
Ní hé. Shane Hammond.
Nellisagum.
What to go?
Chugagalú.
Agalú eile. Could Tom?
Ó, dóchlog.
Deniro thought.
Se.
We have a shanachal or proverb in Irish. Tús mai, lean na hebre. A good beginning is half the work. So let's do a brief recap on what we've covered so far. The question, Coultu Gobber, where are you working? Coultu Gobber. And to answer, Tá mé a gobber, I'm working.
Could you matatu?
Go mai good.
Can you matart?
Mai ní on the hoe.
Cowell to gobber?
Tá mé gobber a monarcha.
Tá mé gobber a monarcha, I work in a factory. Now, if you want to know precisely what somebody does, you'll have to ask a more precise question. Could you post tugget, which literally means, what job do you have? Or what do you do? Could you post tugget?
Go me leisceal. Could you pasta tugget? Go me leisceal. Seo survey. Could you pasta tugget?
Cajin pasta tugget. What job do you have? Cajin pasta tugget.
Could you post tugget? What job do you have? Could you post tugget? We'll watch those again, and this time you try and anticipate the answers.
Could you pasta tugget? Shop dormy. Go me leisceal. Seo survey. Could you pasta tugget?
Is Dr. me?
Seo survey. Could you pasta tugget? It's Rooney me. Go me leisceal. Could you pasta tugget?
It's Moonchar me.
Is munchar me. I'm a teacher. Is munchar me. Is Rooney me. I'm a secretary. Is Rooney me. Is doctor me. I'm a doctor. Is doctor me. Is shopadar me. I'm a shopkeeper. Is shopadar me.
From television to radio. And radio is a good way of expanding your vocabulary in Irish and becoming more familiar with the language. The main Irish language broadcaster is Radio na Gaeltachta. Many other stations broadcast programmes in Irish, but Radio na Gaeltachta is the most well-known Irish language broadcaster. Its northern headquarters are here in Dirrabuga in Gweedore. You may have heard the word Gui meaning wind. There's another word Gui meaning inlet, as in the place name Gweedore. Dore is an old Irish word for water. In Welsh, Dore also means water, and the place name Dover in England comes from the same word. Other words that appear in Logainimnacha and have coastal connections are Port, Ross, Inver and Tra. Port is a platform or landing place. Inver an inlet, Ross a point or headland, and Tra a beach. Look out for them in the following place names. Again, they're Port, Inver, Ross and Tra. Port Rush, Port of the Promontory. Indravan, Little Estuary. Rosstrower, Trevor's Promontory. Port Wallentra, Port of the Town of the Beach. Now let's listen to the Connacht and Munster versions of Cunny Matort and Cajin Posta Tugget.
Cintana matart.
Martin ó Grífa.
Agus cin posta tad.
Tá má gobar an gráiste.
Cén anim matart.
Máirin éich na chúr.
Agus cén posta tagad.
Tá me gobar in Olstán.
It's Shoppador me. I'm a shopkeeper. It's Shoppador A. He's a shopkeeper. It's Shoppador A. It's Shoppador E. She's a shopkeeper. It's Shoppador E. A. Masculine. E. Feminine. It's Chumani A. He's a driver. It's Munchar E. She's a teacher. Let's look at some examples.
Cajin Posta Tig Dermot.
Shoppador é.
Cajin Posta Tig Emer. Is lecturer.
Cajin Posta Tig Marina.
Is Munchery.
Oh.
Cajin Posta Tig Michal.
Is doctory.
Let's look at those again.
Cajin Posta Tig Dermot.
Is Shoppador é.
Cajin Posta Tig Emer. Is lecturer.
Cajin Posta Tig Marina.
Is Munchery.
Oh.
Cajin Posta Tig Michal.
Is doctory.
Cajin posta tag Michal. What job does Michal have? Cajin posta tag Michal. Is doctor A. He's a doctor. Is doctor A. Is munchari. She's a teacher. Is munchari. Is lecturer. She's an electrician. Is lecturer. Is shoppador. He's a shopkeeper. Is shoppador.
Tá sé dí ástaithe. He's unemployed. Tá sé dí ástaithe. If you wanted to say that you were out of work yourself, you'd say Tá má dí ástaithe. I'm unemployed or out of work. Tá má dí ástaithe. Let's look at some examples.
Cajin Posta Tig Owen.
Tá sé dí ostia.
Cawal tú gobai.
Níl mé gobar. Tá má dí ostia. Cobhfuil tú hinnig gobar.
Tá má gobai I hrálar.
Cabal tú gobar. Tá me gobar am Monacha. Cajin Posta Tagat. Is technar me. Agus tú hen. Tá me dí ostaithe.
Tá mé dí ostaithe. I'm unemployed. Tá má dí ostaithe. Tá má gobar a monarcha. I work in a factory. Tá má gobar a monarcha.
Tá má gobar a chrálar. I work on a trawler. Is technar me. I'm a technician. But let's see how the auditions are going in Ballamore.
Cobhfuil tú gobar?
Tá me gobar náfik.
An áfik?
Agus bí me gobar sioppa tróna.
Ó.
Is tú hain?
Tá má dí ástaithe faoi lethar.
An chiad Daniela. Connor B. De Niro. Tarista. Connor B. De Niro. Will gailge líf agad?
Tá.
Call tú gobar?
Tá má díastí fi le her. Is chamaní mé?
Chamaní?
Chamaní bus na taxi.
Chamaní taxi? Taxi driver? De Niro? You talking to me? You talking to me? If you ain't talking to me. Taxi driver? Robert De Niro? Scaran ainta. Carcalor. Let's try a piece of this.
Nach bhfuil tú gal uber? Níl. Tá mar síre fi le her. Tá níarm.
De Niro?
We've come to the end of another programme. In the next Now You're Talking, we look at the vocabulary needed to ask people to do ordinary everyday tasks. So until then, slán go fáil.
In this episode of Now You're Talking, you heard Cahfuil tú gobar,
Tá má gobar an ulmhar acu.
a shoppa,
An ngáiste.
a ja taverne,
An nofic.
a skal,
Cajin posta tugad.
a smunchar me,
Is rúni me.
is shoppadar me,
Cajin posta tig mihal.
is doctor
Is lecturí.
Tá má díostaithe,
Monarcha.